This is part 2 video of basics of ventilator. Here I will discuss about knobs and initial settings of ventilator, weaning and extubation. There are different knobs in ventilator. These are FiO2, PWP, PIP, TI or inspiratory time, RR or respiratory rate, trigger, flow of gases, termination sensitivity, and tidal volume. FiO2 is set between 21 to maximum 100%, and it is increased at the rate of 5 to 10% to maintain the SpO2 between at least 90 to 95%, PO2 50 to 70% per preterm, and 60 to 80% per term. In neonatal resuscitation, FiO2 is set at 21% for term babies and 30% for preterm babies. Then PWP. PWP is set between 4 to maximum 7 cm of H2 and increased at the rate of 1 cm in every 15 to 30 minutes as per requirement. And target is there should be no chest retraction. Chest retraction should show at least 6 to 8 ribs and maintenance of SpO2. That is, if there is chest retraction or low lung volume, we should increase the PWP. Then PIP. PIP is set between 14 to maximum 24 cm of H2 and it is increased at the rate of 2 cm of H2. And target is there should be adequate chest rise, good air entry, good tidal volume, and maintenance of SpO2. That is, if there is low chest rise or less air entry or less tidal volume, then we should increase the PIP. Then TI. TI is set between 0.35 to 0.45 second. In preterm, it is usually set at 0.35 second, and in term, it is set at 0.4 second, and it is monitored in pressure time scalar graph. Then respiratory rate. Respiratory rate is usually set at 50 per minute for preterm and 40 per minute for term. And respiratory rate is increased or expiratory time is increased if there is air trapping. And respiratory rate is regulated by watching the flow time scalar graph. Then trigger. Trigger is set between 0.5 to 1 liter per minute in flow trigger and minus 1 centimeter of H2 in pressure trigger. Then flow of gases is usually set between 6 to 8 liter per minute. Termination sensitivity, it is usually seen in pressure support ventilator and it is set at 80% of peak inspiratory flow. Then tidal volume, it is usually set between 5 to 8 ml per kg. Next, before start weaning, we have to ensure 4 factors. These are disease process should be passive, no shock, PCV at least more than 30%, electrolyte normal, nutrition established. Start tapering sedatives if present. No or mild retraction, chest rise good, SpO2 at least 90 to 95%. If all these 4 factors are ensured, then we can taper. First, we have to taper the FiO2 in steps of 5% till it is less than 60%. Then we have to reduce the PIP in steps of 2 cm till it is 20 cm of H2. Then we have to reduce the PWP in steps of 1 cm till it is 5 cm. Next, if there is no or mild retraction, chest rise is good, SpO2 is between 90 to 95% at least, then we can again taper the FiO2 in steps of 5% till it is less than 30%. Then reduce the PIP in steps of 2 cm till it is 14 cm. Then reduce PWP to 4 cm. If settings are 14 by 4, FiO2 is less than 30%, reduce the rate to 30 per minute in steps of 5. If rate reduced to 30 per minute, plan for extubation. Next, before doing extubation, we have to ensure these 6 factors. There should be minimal settings, that is PIP 14, PWP 4, rate 30 per minute, FiO2 30%. No chest retraction, good chest rise, air entry good, SpO2 at least 90 to 95%, PCB more than 30%, electrolyte normal, and ABG showing no metabolic acidosis and no hypoxemia, that is PO2 more than 50 mm Hg, PaCO2 less than 45 mm of Hg, and off inotropes and off sedation. And last, we can extubate to CPAP with CPAP of 5 cm, that is PEEP of 5 cm, and FiO2 as on mechanical ventilator and flow of 5 liter.